Second half of Super Bowl 66 from the Hard Rock in Miami. SK Money in the house. He was up at the 300 section. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. Broncos looking for a Super Bowl three-peat. Have a 13-7 lead, but a big possession coming up for the New Orleans Saints where they can take the lead with a touchdown drive. To end the second half, a big bit, or to end the first half rather, a giant bit of controversy where Nick Coffey clearly tackled out of bounds, but the referees did not stop the clock. So a lot of time wound off the clock before the Broncos even realized it. Coach SK Money called the last timeout, but time had run down, and with no timeouts left, the Broncos were forced to throw the ball into the end zone rather than have a couple of plays to play with that extra timeout. Well, Brady forced one into the end zone because they had no timeouts. It was picked off, and we're going to see if that comes back to hurt the Denver Broncos at all on this one. $100 for a hot dog and soda. Holy smokes. Do they even have a 300 section at the Hard Rock? I guess maybe, right? I've never been to this stadium. Jamal Lewis with a big run and a first down. Do you get a Coke with that, or that's just a, oh, yeah, hot dog and soda. What kind of soda do you get, a Pepsi? I think SK Money's a Pepsi man. Come on. $100. Not much off from the prices at the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium for the Royal Rumble, which were about $35 for a drink and a meal. Chicken fingers, fries, and sodas, $35. Come on. Jordan Love. Man, what a halftime adjustment he's made coming out in the second half. And Love completes it. First down to Puka Nacua. Man, that interception, that could go down as a huge, huge moment in Super Bowl history. But you got to put a lot of that on the refs for not calling the clock stopping here. And then forcing the Broncos to have to force a pass to the end zone because there was limited time. You know, we went from having, what, 30, 35 seconds that we were going to have? Being able to play around with a couple of plays versus like, okay, now we only have 16 seconds and you have to force it into the end zone. If not, with the way the clock drains off in a no-huddle offense, you lose 11 seconds. So you had to throw it into the end zone. Forced throw. Well, all we can do is try to focus on the here and now because the New Orleans Saints putting up a fight with these Denver Broncos. Jordan Love has them on the move, and Jamal Lewis has not had much rushing room here today. Just 41 yards on 13 carries. Tony Dye had a couple of nice plays. Can you see Rudy down there, SK Money? He's made a couple of tackles for the Saints. Love under pressure to the end zone. Oh my God, it's a one-handed catch. Michael Mayer. Oh no. A one-handed catch by Michael Mayer. Look at this. Holy smokes. That and the interception is going to go down in Super Bowl history. Oh, and the Saints 10-play, 73-yard drive. And Sports Center can... All right, we're going to get good field position on this one. Here we go. Oh, Dante Hall sent backwards there by Joseph, Boston Joseph. Okay, how does Tom Brady III respond from that end zone interception? And not a whole lot of room, but and Torrey Holt. That's been the big story of this one, has been the Denver Broncos offense dropping passes. We've seen a lot of New Orleans, I don't know, Bounty Gate 2.0. We've seen a lot of Saints players forcing incomplete passes. And Jamil Pierce doesn't get anywhere. So it's 3rd and 10 for the Denver Broncos and Tom Brady III. Saints feeling some pressure here with the linebackers. They're going to bring the blitz. Brady reads it, and Brendan Smith has the first down. They brought the blitz with the linebackers, and Tom Brady III with that quick release. Who's your favorite Denver Bronco, SK Money? You've been watching these guys for a while. Who's your favorite Denver Bronco that you got right now on the team? Are you a Tom Brady III guy? You liking Torrey Holt? Broncos in there with the backup running back, backup cornerback. Jamil Pierce, 50 yards on 12 carries. Not too bad for the number 2 man for the Broncos. Big opening, and Jamil Pierce has the first down. Tackle made by Gilbert Buchanan. Very, very good drive right here for the Broncos. Tom Brady III. And that one was almost picked off. It was Jeffrey Okudah, whose name we've called multiple times. So this is regular season Tom Brady III. We're starting to see with some of these throws now. Maybe he's got those nerves. 2nd and 10. Jenkins. The guy you don't see coming very often. He's got Shannon Sharp's old number. And it's 3rd and 10. Are we in field goal range? Brady. First down to Nick Coffey. Clutch throw from Tom Brady III. Ooh, buddy. This game's going to come down to the last possession, isn't it? Couldn't find any running room there for Jamil Pierce. We got Dan joining us. Welcome, Dan. Dan the man. Dan the legend. It's just the Pro Bowl. Super Bowl. Come on, Super Bowl 66 right there. LXVI. Brady, quick deliver to Torrey Holt. First down. So Denver's got 3 plays. Damn the legend. Wait a minute. Juking inside Jamil Pierce. Row 1 seats 1 and 2. Wow, so you guys are right on the end. At least you can get to the washroom pretty quickly, huh? So we're in an interesting situation here because this is where Broncos were last time when the interception was thrown. Wait a minute. Don't fight with the same. We got any Dolphin fans in the house? Nothing open. Brady's going to run it. Look at that speed. It's a touchdown. Tom Brady III. Tom Brady III with a rare rushing touchdown. He's got the 440 just like his old man. Look at this. You ain't seen a Broncos quarterback rushing the ball for touchdowns than Tim Tebow. Tom Brady III, a Super Bowl rushing touchdown. So for the 2-point conversion here for the Broncos. And it's good. And it's back. God, that's a low. I don't know. It might be a close tie. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think Manning's got a rushing touchdown in the Super Bowl. I'll say that. Okay, it is back to a 7-point lead here for the Broncos. That was a big 2-point conversion because that kind of takes away now the fact that Dan voting for Tom Brady III. That kind of takes away the fact that we had to settle for those 2 field goals. So that's good that we were able to come in and get that stop. But now Jordan Love, who has had some successful drives despite the total yards. Jordan Love has had some good drives, and he's 1 score away. The screen pass to Puka Nacua, and it is not to be as he is driven backward by Keshawn Clemens. Big loss of yards. Back to the air. There's the man that just got the, could be one of the greatest touchdown catches in Super Bowl history. Mr. Mayer. And 3rd and 12. How about this quick 3rd and 12? Jordan Love throws it into double coverage looking for Puka Nacua. And it's incomplete. Delta O'Neal looked like he about broke his neck there. Good Lord. And the Saints go 3 and out. And they have to give it back to the Denver Broncos. See what kind of return here we get from the joystick, Dante Hall. You a big Dante Hall fan, SK Money? Watching old Dante Hall highlights?
Ready? 18 Gator. Come on, QB, come on.
Gotta dig Jamil Pierce, what he's been doing as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter for a 3-peat. The Denver Broncos clinging on to a 7-point lead. Can the Denver Broncos finish this one off and win a 3rd consecutive Super Bowl? Go down in history and one of the greatest starts to a career in pro football history for Tom Brady III. Drafted in the 4th round. People didn't think he could live up to the hype. There'd be too much pressure. This Denver Broncos team that I can't even remember them making playoff appearances before we got here. And 10 minutes away from what could be history. 3 years, 3 Super Bowls. Like, where do you go from here if you're Tom Brady III? He could pass a dad. But we got to finish this thing out. 3rd and 6. Got to finish it out. Tom Brady III delivers to Gary Bryant Jr., and it's a 1st down for the Denver Broncos. Good thing is now it allows you to run some of the clock down some more also. Draw play, Jamil Pierce. Right at that NFL shield. 446 total yards for Tom Brady III and the Denver Broncos. Points on this drive could clinch the Super Bowl. Brady could not find anybody, and for the 2nd time, Merlin Robertson gets a sack on Tom Brady III. So it's 3rd and 14, and that was a brutal sack. That was a really brutal sack. That makes this a very tough third down here. But Brady's going to deliver to Nick Coffey for the first down. Nick Coffey has made some big-time plays in this Super Bowl. If not for the numbers that Brady has, I'd almost put Nick Coffey as maybe a candidate for your Super Bowl MVP. Holy smokes. That was a major play on 3rd and long for the Broncos. Pierce dancing around and getting stopped by Jerry Wiley. Look at that by Tank McCoo. He's not going to be a Bronco next season. He's buried deep on the depth chart, pops up from time to time. Making a good showing, so someone might make him a big offer. We would obviously bring him back on a 1-year deal if he's still in free agency, which is kind of what the hope is. Asking for a lot of money for his deep down on the tarp, but comes in with big plays like that. In Denver, maybe a touchdown away from locking up 3 Super Bowls in a row. Reuben Drones trying to get to the outside and brought down by Jerry Wiley.
Oh boy, I know you felt that one. I know you felt that one. Set. 18 Gator. 50. All day, dog.
2nd and 7. Brady to pass. This is dangerous. He's got an open, and he missed it. Oh, my goodness. The fullback open. And just think it should be 28-14 right now if not for that interception in the end zone earlier at the end of the 2nd quarter. Brady, Torrey Holt cannot get the first down. That is a major stop by Brayton Silver. So on 4th and 2, that was a huge stop from Silver. So what we're going to do here, no, we're kicking the field goal. It's going to be a 2-possession game. They still have to score twice. Take the 2-possession lead. I'm not Dan Campbell. And it is good. So it's 24-14, meaning Jordan Love's got to score twice on us. This man wanting us to go for it. Come on. Okay. Fire me after 3 Super Bowls. Sure, I'll go to 2K5 and keep coaching the Commanders. Which that'll be the question for you guys is, I said I want to do at least 2 more years of this because that'll get us through Brady's contract year and then 1 year after, which will put us at a solid 15 seasons. Do you want to see us keep going with this on this older Madden? Do you want to see us play more 2K5? Let me know in the comments or let me know in the live chat. Jordan Love chokes and he throws an interception to Devin Bush. And that should be the 3-peat for the Denver Broncos. Unreal. Jordan Love. What happened? Looking for Jamal Lewis and Devin Bush. Road to WrestleMania this weekend. SK Money is going to be WWE Armageddon, which is the Stadium Stampede match between Judgment Day and Retribution. And then after that, we'll be on the road to WrestleMania. It'll be Royal Rumble, whatever our February pay-per-view is going to be. I haven't decided yet. And then WrestleMania. So be on the lookout. That's coming this weekend. Armageddon. WWE Armageddon Stadium Stampede. How about the Broncos taking a shot? And it's incomplete. Wow. Those drops have been a major issue for the Broncos all day.
Here we go.
Denver is trying to put the end in, the final nail in the coffin, but a lot of those drops, that has been one of the biggest issues for Denver. And Gary Bryant Jr. I should know better than to throw someone that's on a curl route because it's a disaster in Madden, but he was open, so we tried it. 3rd and 10. Brady. And no, Nick Coffey, man, that has been, I mean, Brady would be like 30 of 36 right now. I mean, maybe you give credit to the New Orleans Saints on defense, some of the hits they're making, but our guys have not been hanging on to passes here today. So Janikowski with Josh Allen to hold, and Janikowski, who has struggled mightily this season with field goals and extra points, has been perfect today. He's been called on 4 times, 4 field goals, perfect on extra points. Tom Brady the third with the rushing touchdown. And it's going to be the same situation here. Now the Saints have to get 2 touchdowns, but still a 2-possession game. And still plenty of time for Jordan Love. Don't forget, guys, the offseason will be coming up here for the Denver Broncos as well. I don't know what draft class, because they're getting ready to shut down the Madden servers here for this version of Madden, so we might not be able to use many more online draft classes, so it's going to have to just be randomly generated. But I think we can get one more in before they shut the servers down. So Jordan Love did get the first down to Puka Nacua, and he's going to go back to Nacua. That's been pretty much the go-to. It's been mostly Puka Nacua and Michael Mayer that Jordan Love has been throwing most of his passes to. And Love, and there's Mayer again, right on cue. Here come the Saints, and when the Saints start building this momentum, that's when it gets dangerous here. Because Jordan Love, he gets stalled out or he gets going, and they have drives like this that are really impressive. And there's another one. Once Jordan Love gets going, it's hard to stop him, but pretty much it's Mayer and Nacua. Jamal Lewis has been stopped. They're going to go empty here. And there is Mayer again. Third and 5. Eating up a lot of time. They need 2 drives. They can still kick it deep if they get a touchdown here. Jordan Love out to Jamal Lewis. Breaks a tackle. Are you kidding me? Who was that back there? Missing tackles. You kidding me? That's battle. Or excuse me, that's Leon O'Neal, actually. Battle's 21, Leon O'Neal 29. 2:41. Saints trying to make this one interesting in Super Bowl 66. And there's going to be Lavernius Coles for the very first time making his first Super Bowl catch. 2-minute warning coming up. This has been a good drive, but a long drive for the Saints. And Jordan Love wants a rushing touchdown. He saw Tom Brady III do it. And we head to the 2-minute warning between Denver and New Orleans. The three-peat. They're going to hand it off to Jamal Lewis, who has done nothing all day, which is going to destroy the clock. Love to the end zone. Touchdown, Lavernius Coles. And the Saints have a shot. And I'm actually going to give the Saints a chance, because onside kicks are nearly impossible to pull off in this game. I'm going to line up in regular kickoff mode. If the Saints get it, look at that. Cole's going right through the wall here. Because that is one way to recover onside kicks in this game. Lucas Kowalski, extra point is good. Now, they still have all 3 timeouts here. But it is a 6-point game. Coach TB Sports saying, Vrabel, Bush, you know, one day, Mike Vrabel, you might be a coach. So I got to show you what's what. All right, we are going to do, in fact, I'm going to randomly pick, because this is how in the RXFL, I'm going to randomly pick one of these returns. And if they get they are not going to do an onside kick. They are going to, wow. I was trying to give them a shot with the onside kick because that does work in the RXFL when you go in regular recovery mode. But the Saints are going to try to go with their 3 touchdowns and leave it up to their defense. My goodness. Okay. Saints with all of their timeouts. Play action fake. Brady to throw it. And it's incomplete. Clock stops. Denver trying to sneak a pass play in there. And once again, what's happened all day to the Denver Broncos. A pass that gets dropped. And Jamil Pierce. Look at this run. Jamil Pierce, the backup running back who was with Coach TB Sports in Miami, coming home to Miami just like Puka Nacua, a 75-yard touchdown run to give the Denver Broncos the three-peat. Jamil Pierce, who followed us from Miami. He was with us in Miami. He came with us to Denver. He's been the number 2 guy in Denver behind Jonathan Taylor. But every time Jonathan Taylor's gone down, he's stepped up, and he steps up here again. Forget Rudy. We got Rudy on our team. This guy's the greatest underdog running back of all time. Jordan Love ticked off. He's upset. 2-point conversion incoming. My God, I forgot to mention that Pierce, we talked about Puka Nacua's homecoming, TB Sports homecoming to Miami, Jamil Pierce, a former Miami Dolphin with Coach TB Sports. So the 2-point conversion, and it is just going to be just knocked away like nothing by Merlin Robertson. Here's the thing, though. The Saints, and we're closing in on, man, Nick Foles' record for 500 total yards of offense. The Saints now, 3 timeouts, still have a shot at this thing. Depending on how quickly they move, obviously they have to go for the onside kick now in this scenario. Man, Jamil Pierce, that is a moment, again, for a guy that, I mean, he was the number 1 guy with us for a little bit in Miami, but always kind of consistently couldn't stay in that number 1 spot, dump off to Jamal Lewis. But we liked him so much in Miami, we brought him to Denver when we came to Denver. And he's been the number 2 guy behind Jonathan Taylor, but how about possibly capping off a Super Bowl three-peat with a 75-yard touchdown run. New Orleans not calling any of their timeouts here. And Jordan Love was trying to take a shot to Puka Nacua, Delta O'Neal knocking it away. SK Money, there's no victory formation. This one being played to the bitter end. And, yeah, I mean, it just seems like Jordan Love is doing whatever he can to get the ball into the hands of Jamal Lewis. But it's, certainly that's not the game plan right now. 30 seconds for Jordan Love and the Saints. Knocked away by Devin Bush. I mean, Love's got good numbers, too. About 3 touchdown passes. This is almost kind of like a Jalen Hurts type of performance. It's looking like it's going to end up in a loss, but what an effort by Jordan Love in his very first Super Bowl. And 4th and 10. And Jordan Love gets sacked for the 3rd time by DeMarvin Leal, the Justin Fields trade. And the Denver Broncos are about to go to 4-0 in the all-white Navy helmets uniforms in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 33, Super Bowl 50. I don't know what number it was, but the Super Bowl, I guess this is 66, so Super Bowl 33, Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl 63. or 64 rather, and then 66 in the all whites, 4-0. Three-peat. I'm going to run it one more time. Let Pierce run it again. Maybe he gets one more touchdown. Maybe Pierce wants to go for the MVP. Saints are going to call a timeout. How's the 300 section up there going nuts? Damn the man. I think Dan's out in the parking lot right now. My God. Super Bowl 33, Super Bowl 50, Super Bowl 64, 66, 65 was in orange. The Denver Broncos are now 6-time Super Bowl champions with this three-peat. What the heck is happening? Dan's going nuts right now. The Saints fans, I'm surprised they're still around. And the time will tick away. Jamil Pierce might actually steal claim for Super Bowl MVP. 501 total yards for the Broncos, and the three-peat is in the books for the third year in a row, and to do it in Miami, where we got fired 4 years ago by the Dolphins. The first year with the Broncos, 7-9, and then 3 consecutive Super Bowls. Guess what? We're going for number 4 next year. Tom Brady III, the 4th round draft pick out of Michigan, just like his dad. In his first 3 years of a starter, from week 3 in his freshman year, where he got his first start, to today. What a run this has been. And now the Brady family legacy now has 10 Super Bowl rings between the father and the son. Tom Brady III is going to be your Super Bowl MVP, 357, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. The interception at the end of the second quarter didn't come back to hurt the Broncos at all. And now the question is going to be next season. A lot of guys on this defense, Devin Bush being one of them, veterans getting up there, 12, 13-year veterans, any retirements that we're going to have to deal with, and the contract situation, because Tom Brady III is going to be coming up. This is going to be his 4th year, meaning that 5th-year option is going to be coming back, and we're most likely going to decline that thing because it's going to be an expensive option, and we want this guy long-term. Hall of Fame probably going to go down. Canton, Ohio, yes. So the plan will be to do at least, I think, 2 more seasons. Maybe we keep going depending on if people like it. I mean, people are hyped up, but do at least 2 more seasons with the Denver Broncos, sign Brady to a contract, get 1 more year, and then maybe we pop in from time to time, or we just kind of simulate some years, 10, 15 years after, and just kind of see how the game ends up. That's going to do it for tonight, though, everybody. That was Super Bowl 66. Dan the Man, SK Money, thank you so much for joining us. Tell WX Man what he missed. But the Broncos have three-peated. SK Money says traffic is bad outside the stadium. Sounds like trying to leave Tropicana Field for the Rumble. Man, 33-21, 501 total yards of offense. The Broncos, look at SK Money. This is a traffic alert going nuts. The Broncos have three-peated for the first time in Super Bowl history, and they're going to go for a 4th next season. We'll see you guys next season. Thanks for tuning in for TB Sports. We'll see you guys next time. Let's go Broncos. Woo!